Swami Maharaj and all assembled devotees. I pray all of you to bless me, to have the right words at the right time with the right perception, so that I am able to serve all of you. Hare Krishna. With that blessing, we dwell into the chapter. Today's chapter is another, like it is like Kartik month, we say, no, one whole month, Krishna likes it. Same way, Purushottama Yoga, Purushottama month, it comes once in 3 years, right? That the lunar calendar and solar calendar, when 3 days extra every month comes, right? So once in 3 years, we get this Adhik Mas, Purushottam month. In that month, if we recite this 15th chapter, as we say, reciting Damodara Ashtakam or doing any austerity, devotional service, in the month of Kartik, which gives 1,000 times of benefit. Same way, in the Purushottam month, if whatever austerity we do, Purusha Uttam, all Purushome Uttam, the Bhagavan, he is the super personality of Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So, this chapter talks about his, of course, we have learned in all of the 10th chapter Vibhuti Yoga and 11th chapter we have seen, but today's chapter is like, it is going to tell us more about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, especially the yoga of Supreme Person, how to be united with Him. Yoga is always getting united, right? Jnana Yoga, one who have attachment towards the knowledge, that is Jnana Yoga. And one who has attachment with passion, we saw, they want to do more things. Say 24 hours seem to be very less for them. That is, those people are karma yogis. Those who do all the yogas, postures we saw, right? Goat yoga, elephant yoga, and cow. But anyway, the Gomukhasan yoga, we should not say like that. It is one of the Dhyanatmakasan. So Gomukhasan, Markatasan, Marjaryasan, all these things are, sometimes do we wonder why these animal names have been given for yoga? Because every animal posture has been uniquely created by the Lord with thoughtful process. See the giraffe. Giraffe is, Mataji, have you gone for recording? I'm not able to see here that line recording button. Okay. Yes. So the, what we were saying, the acid. Why animal name? Giraffe. Giraffe is so tall. Rabbit, so short and small. So the Lord thought, if all the short animals eat all the grass which are at their height, so other animals will not get anything. All this herbivorous, how will they survive? So height-wise, he has created animals. Lot of thought process. Height-wise, so that every animal each and every animal gets enough for living. There's a saying in English, we have enough for everyone's need, but nothing for anyone's greed. So if we only keep our need as only need, do not go into want, but what we do because of the guna, because of the sangha, because of the attachment. That is why, we feel very thirsty. We need only water. But the attachment to Coca-Cola tells, no, wait. Go little far. You may find a shop. You can have Coca-Cola there. This is what the mind says, right? That's attachment to Coca-Cola. That becomes our want. That does not remain our need. Need is basic necessity. Yesterday I told that all of you remember 3 shlokas. First one is that Ishopanishad opening prayer. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything belongs to the Ishwar. Idam sarvam. Nothing is that. Second one, yet karoshi, yet asnasi, yet jugoshi tadasi, yet tapasyasi kaunti. For your livelihood you are doing, but do it as a service to me. Okay, that is why what we earn, 50% is out of, actually 100% is out of his mercy. But 50% we have to return, is again return from his savings. I mean, from his savings, give it for Krishna Seva. 25% for Vaishnava Seva, his relatives. Only 25% for his emergency. Otherwise, also we devotees what we want. If we, if all those blessed, those who are fortunate enough to stay nearby the temple, so many temples are these days coming with communities. So if means in every city we see Vrindavan, right? So there, if people live, what do we need? Normal clothing. Krishna Prasadam we get from the temple. So we have to offer something to Krishna for that. That's all. That also nobody asks. Out of our Bhava, we have to give. So that is it. So that is why yoga, we were saying karma yogi, dhyana yogi, dhyana yogi. But the best yogi is the third shloka. Devotional service. Janma karma cha medivyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma. When we leave this body, at the time of the soul leaving the body, janma karma cha me divyam paramam divyam. If we remember that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Naiti mam yeti, so Arjuna, na iti, you are never going to come back. So all yogas talk about attachment. This attachment is what? Guna. So yesterday we were seeing about Guna Traya Vibhaga Yoga. What are the 3 gunas which were binding us? The material nature created by the Lord is already with gunas. So we cannot detach ourselves from this guna unless and until we elevate ourselves beyond 3 modes. That is the Shuddha Sattva. That is the 4th guna. That is only Mahajans and Mahatmas. They live in that guna, not the normal living entities. See, yesterday I was telling you, it's about guna. We have to compare it with the rope. We saw one slide yesterday. All the 3 gunas are tied with the living entity, and they are pulling the living entity from all 3 corners. Sometimes Sattva guna, sometimes Rajoguna, sometimes the Sattva guna. So the same person does not live in one guna at a time, but which one predominates? See, it is like, we can think, we all live in a jail. All of us know. Dukalayam ashashwatam. It is a jail. So in the jail itself, when kaidis, when the prison, who are they? Victims are put in the jail. There are 3 categories of jail, right? A, B, C. A jail, maybe they get this service of serving in the library. Whoever comes issue books, watch them, whether they are not destroying the book, taking it somewhere and keeping it, or sometimes they give them the gardening seva. That garden, there may be so many flowers. Flowers may be taken for even Krishna also. right? That's how we devotees have to think. It is said that in the Shanta Bhava, devotees pray that they have to be born in Vrindavan, but not possible. So at least we have to become the grass or the flower or the leaf in Vrindavan. So similarly here in the jail, these kaidis get very elevated services. Those who are in A class jail. Those who are in B class, they are given a lot of work. They'll be given in the work in the kitchen also. They'll be given work in the washing area also. They'll be given work in the, say like, sometimes they have to go to the market, bring groceries for the kitchen, etc. Lot of work. Means they keep on doing passion. They are in the B. And the C guna, C jail, they are in total, what is that? Tamoguna. They may get the service of, cleaning the restrooms, etc. That's what yesterday we saw. The Sattva guna is of Brahmanas. Because their guna, their work, karma, their austerity, in fact, is to learn the Vedas and spread the knowledge. Kshatriya, their work is to protect, give protection to all the living entities. So they have to be always in passion. They have to be always at the lookout. Which danger is coming where? How I can save my praja, citizen. So they have to be in passion. So who will feed these two Vaishyas? They have to be in Krishi Pradhan plus commerce. They have to transport goods from one place to one place. So that the Rishi Munis are also, they don't starve. Also the king gets nourished food. So they are in both gunas. They have the mixture of sattva, they have the mixture of Rajo and Tamo. But the Shudras are always, if all these people are engaged in this, who will take care of the cleanliness of the country, corporation, municipal corporation? So we need those people also. Otherwise, we can't live. It will be stinking. I tell students in the school, as long as all these akkas, didis, whoever comes to clean the restrooms, no, they may not respect them. They may simply say, akka, it is stinking, they may say. But one day if they don't come, then we realize how important they are. So Krishna, it is not on the basis of birth. It is on the basis of profession. Chaturvanyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. Their gunas are dependent on their work, profession, what they do. So again, I'm seriously telling you, in school, I used to feel how much ever we tried to open and put things inside also, some people are not able to get it. Then we come to know they are from the low caste. Again, I'm not saying of birth, because somebody is doing the work of the dobi, somebody is doing the work of, pulling carts, etc. Then, okay. But those also, those children also, these days, all those children only top in the board exams. But what happened? Their karma binds them. They want to elevate themselves and come above that level. So two important qualities for all the three gunas. Sattva guna is always sukham and jnanam. Sukham, jnanam. Knowledge, they keep spreading knowledge. The more we spread knowledge, more happiness we feel. That is why it was compared with the Brahmanas guna. So Sattva guna is for Sukham and Jnanam. Then Rajoguna, that is a passion. That is always for Sangha and Trishna. What is Trishna? Mriga Trishna, we say it, right? How much ever we drink, we don't feel that thirst is quenched. How much ever we accumulate, we don't feel satisfied. Parigraha. This is also more. So Rajoguna is compared to the two actions. Sangha, they get too much of attachment to the material things. Fine. And finally, Tamoguna is of Nidra, Alasya, Pramada. Pramada is madness. They are always pramad. I mean, they are always mad. Inertia. They don't do anything. Plus, they keep sleeping because of their laziness. Anybody having any doubt? Because somehow I felt yesterday we finished in a great hurry because many slides were there yesterday. If no doubt, we will proceed. Okay. Purushottama Yoga. This first, one small story I would like to tell. Do we have the meaning of the shloka? No. Okay. But we read the shloka. When I explain the meaning, I tell the story. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhva Moolamada Shakam Ashvattam Prahur Avyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Sa Vedavit. Vedavit. With means knowing. One who knows all the Vedas. All the Vedas. Veda Vedavit. Urdhva Moolam Adashakam. This is, acha, meaning is given. Sorry, okay, 1 minute. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward. The root goes up and the branches downward, whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. That is why in Vedas rituals, yesterday Mataji was asking, right? Why do we follow? It is said Ashwatha tree, if we pour water, all the papa will get vanished, this, that, many things are written, right? Why? Because it's not because of the superstition. This tree has come, it's nothing but the perverted. This entire Bhautik Loga is the perverted form of the Ashwatha tree of the spiritual world. That is why this Ashwatha tree is very, very important. So Ashwatha tree, the branches are compared to the Vedic hymns. But the problem is, it is in a perverted manner. That is why, though we have all the opulences, 6 opulences of the Lord, what are they? All rich, all beauty, all strength, all beauty, strength, knowledge, renunciation. Okay, so all these 6 opulences, Ashta Aishwarya, are there, are there in us also, but in a very, 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 very small quantity. So that is the reason, though we possess this, we don't behave like as if we are in the spiritual world. Why? Because the entire universe is in a perverted manner. So automatically, obviously, we will act reverse. No, it is not. It has not taken the same shape. How it has to grow up. That is the reason. So for that, the small stories, very small. Simply, I'll finish. Once, when the king was having bath, after removing his one of her very, very, very expensive jewelry on the shore, on the bank of the river, rather, sorry. On the bank of the river, she went for the bath. What happened? When she came back, she could not find it. She went and complained to the king. The king also sent people to search. Nobody could find it. The king said, don't worry, ma, I'll get you better than this. But she said, no. That carries a lot of memories. This is what is very important. She's attached to that emotionally. Maybe, somebody might have given her who is very dear to her. Things like that. So she said, I want that. Then the king announced a big inam. So everybody started searching. One fellow, somehow he saw inside the river only. So he died, tried to pick it up. He could not. Again he died, tried to pick it up. He could not. Many times, he failed. One Rishi passed that way. And also, he noticed, but he did not ask anything. Then after something in the evening, Rishi came back. Again, he saw the fellow doing the same action. Now the Rishi asked, do you have any problems since morning? I think you have been involved in some work. He said, yes. But he thought if I tell this Rishi, he will also ask for some inam. So I don't want to. He said, yeah, I am looking for something and it is inside this river only. I am trying to take it out, but it is not coming in my hand. Oh, he said, should I try? Rishi asked, no, don't do that. He got afraid. If he takes and runs away to king, said no. Then Rishi said, okay, Baba, you tell me, I know swimming. I can dive and give you. He said, no, it's actually, this is this. Then the Rishi said, the Rishi, no, Brahmana, Satoguna. So Rishi, just a minute, you wait for a minute, close your eyes. And in no time, he gave the necklace in that person's hand. He asked, where from you took it? Aribaba, this was what you were seeing in the river was the reflection of the jewel. That was on the tree. And the reflection you were seeing down. So this is what we do. The reflection we see, that is the reason we always act reverse, not in the same direction. So that is, again, Krishna has created like that. It is in the perverted form. That is how he wanted. Because we wanted to enjoy, no? That is why we have come here. So how can he deprive us of the fact that we want to enjoy? He gave this liberty, go and enjoy. That is why he created that. Because one more reason, there in the spiritual world, we don't have to do any pious activities, in fact. We have to only serve. So we don't need all these things. No need for mango. No need for any food because they are beyond the bodily concept. They don't have to eat on time like us. Okay. So here it is said that the Ashwatha tree is in a perverted form. So all the desire, what is the difference between desire in the spiritual world and in the material world? Desire for self-satisfaction. In fact, we should not say, Krishna Bhakta should not say self, because for us, self is the soul. But it is for the satisfaction of the body. But in spiritual world, the desire is to serve Krishna. That makes all the difference, right? 15.2. The branches of this tree extend downwards and upwards, nourished by the three modes of material nature. Twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to be the fruitive actions of the human society. Very, very important one. Why do we have this attachment? Why do we have this, what do you call? Our gunas are nourished. How? With the senses. We feed our gunas with our senses. Because the senses have got 5 gunas attached to them also. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda is for hearing. Sparsha for skin. Rupa for eyes. Rasa, tongue. Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, smell. Okay. So the 5 senses have its 5 own gunas attached to them. That's the reason yesterday I gave you that example. How we can easily bind these animals with their guna in which they have the predominance. Like deer, I told, attached to sound. It can be easily trapped. Same way elephant touch. Fish, smell. And that what is it? Bumblebee. That is sight. It sees the light. It sees it is the sun. And it tries to go and sits on the light. it dies. Right? That is one. Or another one we can say, the lotus flower, bumblebee. The lotus flower, it tastes, it smells and goes and tastes. The sun sets, it's still inside. It doesn't realize. It's so happily enjoying the rasa. The lotus flower closes. And by next day morning, it has lost its life. So these are the gunas which are binding. It will be there. That is why, 25 elements. Why did we say? 5 Pancha Mahabhuta, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, these Pancha Gunas, Shatta Sparsha Ruprasa Gandha. So 4 5s are 20, we saw that day. And 3 subtle elements, 23, and Pradhan, 24. Some Gyanis, Jaimini, I think I'm not very sure, Jaimini or Gautama. Somebody has got this 25 elements also. 25th elements also, which is the Ishvara Tattva also they add. That's a Paramatma. Soul and Super Soul. So it becomes 25. So if we see, automatically it will have the attraction of the sight. Whatever we see, we get attracted. Whatever we hear, jazz, people get attached. Same liquor shop, who is in Sattva-guna, will be passing by. Nothing happens to him. He does not even realize, I am passing a liquor shop. At the same time, same person, maybe if he's in a Rajoguna or maybe in a, what is that? Tamoguna, what will happen? His boss has scolded him. He's in a very bad mood. He's going back home. Liquor shop is there. What will happen? Same person who has been passing by for so many days without even the smell, he gets attracted. He goes. Because he's in the Tamoguna that time. That is the reason. Hare Krishna. So these senses and the 5, what do we call them? Tanmatra. Tanmatras are the gunas of these senses. Tanmatra. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. They are known as. Then, see, this is a pervated tree. The Ashwatha tree is pervated, upside down. Then 15.3 and 4 together. This is what, how should we cut it? This verse is extremely important. If not, at least one word. Nirmana Moha, Jitasanga Dosha, Adhyat, no, it is not Nirmana Moha. This is 15.2, right? Asanga Shastrena Dridena Chitva. That is what we need to know. Asanga Shastrena Narupa Masyega Tatopa Lapyate Nantona Chadin Nachasam Pratishta Ashwatha Moolam Suviruda Ashwatha Menam Suviruda Moolam Ashanga Sastrena Dridena Chitva. The tree is cut, you see. So how we have to cut these gunas? How do we have to cut? The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with the determination, that is what, as Krishna in the other one told, no, Abhyasa Yogena Vairagena. Same here, again he is saying, with the determination, one must cut it down with the weapon of detachment. So, in the 6th chapter, he was telling with karma, how you have to cut the attachment to the karma. Here he is telling how you have to cut down the gunas. Krishna goes step by step. We all have taken birth because we have to do karma. In order to nullify our karma result, we have taken birth, right? So in the 6th chapter, he told, there is no doubt, Arjuna, your mind is difficult than to control. You can easily control the wind, but not the mind. But it is not impossible, he said. What was that? Chanchalam Khimanaha Krishna 6.34. Pramati Balavadridam Tatsyagam Nigraham Manye Vayor Ivasu Dushkaram. Then 6.35. Asamshayam Mahabaho. No doubt in that. Mano Durnigraham Chalam. It is not impossible. Durnigraham. Very difficult. Abhyasayona Yuktena Vairagyena Cha Grahyate. So here Krishna is telling the same thing. With the determination, you can cut this attachment of your gunas. So doing this, one must seek that place from which having once come. Jivera Sorupahoy, Krishnera Nitya Dasa. From where there we have come. We cannot go back unless and until we surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything has begun and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. Time immemorial, it is Aja, it is never born. The soul is never born. And Lord Purushottam, he is also never born. There was no time when he was not there. There will be no time when he will be not there. So they are Aja, eternal. So if you want to cut this, only one weapon. What is that weapon? Surrender to Supreme Personality of Godhead. 6th chapter. Practice. 15th chapter. Surrender. See the gradual elevation, right? He's taking people like us step by step. Because we cannot understand if he all of a sudden takes us, right? This is his sloka, Krishna's sloka. 15.7. I keep referring. Krishna himself tells, people don't believe that we are the Amshas of Krishna. He himself says, Mamaiva Amsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhutta Sanatanaga Managa Shashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Here, eternal means they were always existing. Before coming to this Bhautik world also, they were existing in my spiritual world with me. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the 6 senses. Again, the sense came. Mataji, you told only 5. 6th sense is the mind, which includes the mind, because mind is the most dangerous sense. Other things we can control. Like, who is that? Gandhari. She easily controlled her sense of seeing. Is it not? That is another reason for the Mahabharata war. If she had not done it, at least she would have given nice advice to Dhritarashtra. She also became blind deliberately. That's the reason everything happened. Fine. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramat ishvaraga grihitvaitani sayyati vayurgandan ivashayat. The living entity in the material world from one body to another. As the air carries the aroma. Yesterday we saw this also. So because this body, it has brought so many previous births, karmas, thoughts, whatever we thought, that everything we have brought. So it's very difficult to cut it. But again, only one weapon is surrender. Simply you believe. Simply you believe the Lord. We didn't read the meaning, I'm sorry. The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions, okay, of life from one body to another, as the air carries aroma. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Vansa sijirani nama vihaya. So one cloth is, when it gets torn, that is thrown out. Another cloth is worn by the soul. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, tongue, and nose and senses of touch, which are grouped about the mind. Okay, so who is the controller of all these senses for this body? Of course, Rishikesha, he is the controller of all senses, but in our body, mind. So he thus enjoys a particular sense object, set of sense object. Somebody may be very, we say in, like children are divided into 3 categories. Any learner for that matter, any learner, auditory learner, visual learner, kinesthetic learner. One who keep hearing, these children become very good in languages. Because the moment they hear something, they can by heart. The moment they hear something, they are able to understand very well. How much ever you show the picture, they may not be able to understand. When the audio comes, they understand. Others, visuals are contrary. How much ever you explain, they can't. The moment you show one picture, they will be able to understand. They picturize, take scan of the picture and record it over here. They are visual learners. Kinesthetic, they have to do something. They can't sit in one place. Learning by doing these days, experiential learning. So many new concepts are coming. So they are kinesthetic learners. Similarly, here Krishna is saying that each and every person is dominated by different senses. See, now the people are coming out with who is that? Edward Gardner. He had come out with this theory, and a 6 intelligence theory. But Krishna has written, given to us 5,000 years before, the same theory, auditory, visual and kinesthetic learners theory. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bunjanan vakuna anvitam vimudana pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit the body. Nor they can understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. So the training is very important. Any profession you take, we need training. Why? Without training, we become obsolete, outdated. In every field, new innovations are coming. Right? So we become totally outdated. Here, one second. I wanted to refer something. Suddenly it slipped. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit this body. Antakalecha mamevi. How do we have to quit? We have to quit remembering the Lord's name. What Mataji, after doing so much of austerity, if you forget, at that time, we saw again in 6th chapter, Apicheta Duracharo. Sadhureva Samantavya. Even if you fall down, Krishna will give that memory. Now, today in the last shloka, we will again learn how Krishna gives us the memory. Okay, so Krishna only will give us the memory. At the time of Yamyam Vyapi Smarana Bhavam, we can't do that. Oh, whole life I will prepare, because life is preparation, death is examination. I am a very nice devotee. I serve everybody. I do lot of Vaishnava, Seva, etc. Everything. If you think, that's the end of it. Viparita Kale Vinasha Buddhi. We will perish. But no. My Krishna is there with me. We should not even remember, will we go there or not? No need to remember. If you are coming also, as the Vaishnavas, pray, I want to become a grass in Vrindavan. I want to become a worm in Vrindavan. That time, we should not pray, Krishna, give me your memory, take me to Vrindavan. Sorry, that Vrindavan, where Goloka Vrindavan. Right? That is not the correct way of asking the Lord. Yeah, here again, one small story comes to my mind. Today's chapter is very small chapter. Yeah, very few shlokas are there. Once what happened, one very big rich man, businessman, he was driving on the mountain hill. He was driving his car. It went up, maybe Almoda, Nainital, Bhimtal, Almoda, you can imagine. After going there, his car broke down. He called all the mechanic. Whole day he spent it is now night time. He has to stay somewhere somehow. But in the morning only, when it was not getting it done, he had sent a message. So one mechanic was brought from down. He just saw, not even 5 minutes. He fixed the problem. Car started. The businessman asked how much he has to pay. Maybe, for example, he might have told 50,000 rupees. He said, what? 50,000? You just, not even 5 minutes you spent. He said, it's not the matter of time. Whole day you spent. So much money you spent. Could they all find the problem? No. So, 5 rupees for fixing it. Okay. 49,995 rupees is for analyzing the problem. What they were not able to do. Correct? No, very logical. Even if this fellow had not come, who knows how many days he might have stayed there. If a person is, that's not the right person. Like in the temple, what happened? One person was, standing and praying the Lord. Beautiful Shyam. The tile below his feet was telling, see, we all came in the same truck. All the granite, we all came in the same truck. That granite, that marble has been made Archani Graha. You are worshipping them. And you are standing on me. So what did the man say? They could withstand the heat in the sense you have to give shape, right? Hitting. So they could withstand. In one hit itself, you broke. That's why you have been used for the floor. They could withstand the heat in the sense austerity. The same way, the jewelry, gold, silver, we heat and heat and heat. The more we heat and hit, the intricacy comes. That means we have to go through more austerity. That is the reason Krishna gives us test. The more he tests us, he makes us perfect for taking us over there. So that once again, after going down, we don't fall down. As it is, he knows us. We were there and came back. So now this time, he's making us perfect, giving all sorts of problems. And once we come across, Khare utarte hai, we call it as in Hindi. So the same way, the Sona Chandi, which stands the hitting, that becomes thin and made beautiful. It is made into beautiful jewelry, which cannot be, remains the bar. Same here. The problem, fixing the problem of the mind is more important than working on it. That's why Sankhya Yoga was given in the beginning. Sankhya Yoga is the analytical ability. So lower level people keep on analyzing. Why for him more? Why for me less? We never say, we say, if you go to somebody's house, they will ask, what did you bring? If the same person come to our house, they will ask, what are you giving me? So we are in the receptive mood. We are not in the giving mood. That is Rajoguna. Asking that. So now he fixes the problem. The endeavoring transcendentalist who is situated in self-realization can see all this clearly, but who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to. That's what is that? Tattvavit. Tattvavit. Who is the Tattvavit? Who all have realized that absolute truth. They are the Tattvavit. So those who have already realized souls, all our acharyas, Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki jai. You see, anybody seeing him. First time I saw him in Bahrain, I only thought, how did he even come in flight? How difficult for me having everything hale and healthy to sit in the flight for 3.5 hours that time. Going was so difficult. And first thing I saw, because for them, the bodily concept is not at all there. Even we should not feel that way. They all are the self-realized souls. All this dukkha, all these miseries, the kashta, we say, no, I suffer, 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 suffer. It's only for those who are in the bodily concept, not for those who are in the beyond the bodily. That is tattva-vid, absolute. They can realize the absolute truth. What is absolute truth? Cause of all Nityo Nityanam Chetano Chetanasanam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of all causes. Everything starts from Him, everything ends with Him. Gama Vishicha Bhutani Dharayamyagam Ojasa Pushnami Chaushadi Sarvaka Samo Bhutva Rasatmakaha. I enter into each planet and by my energy they stay in the orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply juice of life to all vegetables. Such a beautiful shloka. If we all talk about that theory, Big Bang theory, if the Big Bang theory had happened, will we get the juice in the mango? Such beautiful rasa, juice, mango fruity. How is it possible? If it has happened by choice, it banned and it came out. Universe was created. Will all the planets, without a single error of deviating from their path, colliding with each other, is it possible? If it is man-made, absolutely not. Not once have you ever heard one planet left its orbits and intruded into others? Definitely not. Everything that is, Krishna says, no, Agam Kalosmi. Everything is time bound. 24 hours, one revolution. Full round, 365 days. How beautifully it happens. So that is what is the Lord's creation. Mayavadis, after seeing this also, they don't understand that story, threading the elephant through the eye of the needle. The cobbler tells, right? With a small seed, such a big tree can come. Why not? The Lord thread the elephant through the needle of the eye. Deham ashitara pranapana samayuktaha vachamanyam chaturvidham. I am the fire of digestion in every living entity. And I am the fire of life, I am the air of life, outgoing and incoming, by which I digest the 4 kinds of food stuff. Very nice. Okay, every day early in the morning, we sing the Guru Ashtaka, right? Anyone? 4th paragraph of the Guru Ashtaka, Santagama. Chaturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Swatvanna Tripta Haribhakta Sangha. Triptaiva Bhakti. Triptaiva. So, 4 types of food we have to offer to the Lord, which can be, what are the 4 types of food, which can be food, which can be
Hare Krishna Mataji, I think she's lost her connection. We'll hold, she'll join back. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Mataji, come back. I'll make you co-host, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I
Hare
will
Krishna.
try to join with my mobile also. That is why from my mobile. Mataji, this one you make, Mataji. Laptop one I am raising my hand.
Which one I made? I'll make both of you. I don't know. I can see only one login.
Haribol. Only one shloka is left. I think where did we leave? Did we hear that Chaturveda? That Guru Ashtakam, fourth and fifth paragraph. Did you all hear, Mataji, till then? 4 types of food. Am I audible, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. What are you looking at? I didn't get it. Okay, so till where you were able to hear me? I think you are only, the 4 types of food we were. Yes. Pachamannam Chaturvidam. Okay. Yeah. So the 4 types of food is we can suck, swallow, chew, and bite. These 4 types of food are very, very essential. We have to offer to the Lord. Since the Lord is residing as Vaishwanaro in our stomach, when we put food also, we have to be very careful. We should not eat stale food. Sometimes Matajis have this tendency, oh, it is prasadam, but somehow it got spoiled. What to do? We all feel, but immediately we eat. But at the same time, prasadam we should not throw. But same time, you think of one thing. The Lord is sitting in our stomach in the form of Vaishwanara. So we should not do that. Rather, what we can do, if at all, we devotees never live like that. But sometimes it happens. Then we can take and put it as, like under any tree. Whichever tree. Generally, it is said it can be that gooseberry tree or mango tree, guava tree, some tree we can put them. So we should not eat at all. That's why we say food, sattvic food. Yesterday we saw Guna. Those who eat food cooked 3 hours before, automatically they will attract Rajo and Tamo Guna. The food which is cooked has to be consumed within 3 hours. So if we all say we are not able to chant properly, all of you pay attention. Do you keep the food in the fridge and eat? If you keep the food in fridge and eat, you cannot chant. We cannot chant properly. There will be tamoguna in our mind. So try our level best not to eat the old food. Morning, if you cook, maximum till afternoon, not for the night. Night, if you cook, we should try and finish it. One chapati, we can take less. Rather, because chapati, we can give it to cow. Rather, we should finish all the vegetables, not keep in the fridge. So people who freeze food in the fridge and eat, not at all good. That is they are in tamoguna. Okay? Yeah, last shloka. Very important shloka. All of you by heart this shloka. Sarvasya chagam kriti sannivishto matta smritirgyanam apohanam cha vedaishcha sarvai agame vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chagam. Sarvasya chagam kriti sannivishto hanam cha vedaishcha sarvai agameva vedyo Vedanta Krit Veda Videva Chakam. So this is another formula. One who wants to stick on to the bhakti, devotion. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known.
Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedanta. Veda Anta. Any Veda you take from the beginning to the end, I am the compiler. And I am the knower of the Vedas. If I am the creator or I am the compiler, obviously, I will know the Veda in and out, right? There are two classes of beings, the fallible and infallible. Infallible is Achyuta. We all are fallible. And in the spiritual world, they are called infallible. That's why if we forget our Gotra or if we get initiation, we become Achyuta Gotra. We belong to the Gotra of Krishna. Besides these two, there's a greatest living personality, the Lord himself, who has entered into these worlds and he is maintaining them. So he is the creator, maintainer, annihilator. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya. He is all in all. Hare Krishna. Last one, one more is it. Yasma Sharamati Toham Aksharata Pichotamaga Atosmi Loke Vedecha Pratitaf Purushottamaga. Because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and the infallible. And because I am the greatest and I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that supreme person. Okay, that is why Lord is Gunatit. He is not subject to this material. Guna Atit, he is beyond the gunas. Though he has created the gunas, he is not within that. Though he has created the fallible living entities, he is not fallible. He is beyond that. He is the most greatest and most celebrated ones. Anybody, even Devatas, all Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, everybody is under his control. Okay, so beautiful. Yoma Meva Samura Jnanati Purushottamam Sa Sarvavid Bhajati Mam Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is to be understood as the knower of everything. And he therefore engages himself in full devotional service. One who strongly, without any single doubt, believes in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, definitely he will not engage himself otherwise in devotional service. So every 24/7, 365 days, his activities will be centered only Krishna. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures. O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me only to you, Arjuna. Whoever understands this will become wise, and this endeavors will now will know perfection. All the endeavors who understand this, their endeavors will be perfect. Others will be sinful. Okay, contaminated and free from contamination. One who understands this, their actions will be free from contamination. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Mataji, is there any doubt? Any question? Hare Krishna.
Nothing, Mataji. In the chat, there's no question. Anybody wants to ask question can raise their hands or unmute and talk. Hare Krishna.
All of you by heart this 15.15. Sarvasya chagam gridi sannivishto mattas smritir jnanam apoham namcha. Memory, forgetfulness, and the knowledge. Who gives? If we want, that's why I said all of you pray that I should get the right word at the right time. Because even we look for sometimes words, we never get. Sometimes you don't even endeavor, it comes to you. So it is all because of him, his mercy.
What he wants, what we say no, mere muh se kehlwate hai. That's what. He wants something to happen. Nimitta matrena, sabe se sachi. Krishna tells Arjuna, I am making you the cause for the death of all these people. Already he shows everybody's body inside. So he makes people nimitta matra, karanam, through them. Right? So what we should do, if we can become an instrument for anybody's bhakti, even, like one round, if anybody chants, because of our, means not our, in the sense we are able to convince somebody, sell a Bhagavad Gita, bring them to this moment, make them, conscious about chanting, one round in a day. These are all the services we can do in front of it's not services, Tyaga we should say, Shad Goswamis, who all did, who came with our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because of them, we know Vrindavan today. Otherwise, Vrindavan already almost gone by the Britishers, foreigners, destroyed. Okay. No doubt. We should end the meeting, Mataji, if there is no doubt. Yeah. Vancha kalpataru Upasya Kripa Sindhubayeva cha Hitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Anantakoti Vaishnavindam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Damodar Mas ki jai. All glories to Hare, all devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Hare Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Bol, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
And
Only 3 more days. Every batch it comes to us 15 chapter. I feel only 3 more days, Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji's and Prabhuji's, all of you, if you are chanting, it is wonderful. Otherwise, simply think, you all may be very young, maybe not like me, 60, 61. But even in research, it is said, meditation, like, asanas. Asana, doing asana, yoga, etc. and pranayam. Pranayam is 50% more effective than the asanas. And dharana, meditation, is 75%. That is extra 25%. Better, effective than the asanas. And chanting, more 25. That means 100%, because chanting involves all these things. Pranayama, meditation, and we sit. I actually try to sit in not Sukhasan, definitely. Sometimes Gomukhasan, sometimes the Padmasan, etc. So everything is taken care in chanting only. So please, I will request you all may be chanting 16 rounds definitely. If at all anybody not chanting, start with 1 round. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. I'll end the meeting.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.